Welcome back. It is already the final segment of today's Price of Business, and I am your host, Kevin Price, but you knew that. Talking to you about you and your business. Delighted to have my good friend on, Charles Alvarez. He is with Cornerstone Business Academy. He's a regular contributor on the Price of Business, and love the information and insight he brings to help my audience. And I can say firsthand, he does a phenomenal job of helping people grow their business. Charles, how are you?
I'm doing great, Kevin. How are you?
Real quickly, let's get the elevator speech that you'd like to share about Cornerstone before we segue into your to your guest today.
Sure. Well, we offer business owners in the Houston area a easy and simple to use step-by-step process that grows sales, gets employees to actually do their job, and then if they like, to free up the time of the business owner to work on bigger and better things. And speaking of companies that also allow people to grow their business and to find the right people for their business, we have the CEO of FX Management, and Louis, welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Charles. Pleasure to be here, sir.
Why don't you start off, first of all, I want to welcome you, but why don't you kind of give us a little bit of information about yourself? Give us a panoramic overview of what your firm does.
Well, FX Management Solutions is a large volume contingent labor force management company. I know that's a mouthful, but basically we partner with clients who have a large volume labor force, and when we say large volume, we'll define that as at least 250 employees or more. What we do is we partner with these companies. Many of them currently are trying to utilize a combination of their own recruiting and management, maybe some temporary staffing companies are trying to use to staff their positions and things like that. They're finding that it clearly isn't working out very well. They're not getting a quality employee that they're looking for. Their positions are never filled, and their turnover is very, very high. FX offers a very unique alternative to that what I'm going to call a broken business model, in that we come in and we partner with our client. We put an entire management team on site at their facility, and that team takes over all the responsibility of management of that labor force, the recruiting, the training, onboarding, all the way through. So in the end, our clients are, in effect, outsourcing the entire management of their labor force to us. All of our clients are experts in whatever the widget is that they produce or distribute or something like that, but we're the experts in managing a large volume labor force. So that's what FX does.
Well, that's great. By the way, that was a long elevator speech, so you must have had a slow ride up. No, I'm just joking. Before I let Charles ask a couple of questions, I want to make sure we get your website in. Get that website address real quickly.
You can visit us at www.effectms.com. That's ESSEX, M like Mary, S like Sam.com. Thank you.
Very good. Charles?
So, Louis, walk me through what are the biggest challenges that your clients are facing, or what the market is facing, and how does FX uniquely solve those issues for your clients?
Sure. All of our clients are facing issues with regard to getting a quality labor force in place to man their facilities. And when I say quality, it's not necessarily that they've got poor quality of people. It's poor onboarding, recruiting, and training, and then, of course, management of that labor force. They're, like I said earlier, they're trying to utilize some of their own recruiting and onboarding efforts. They are reaching out to staffing companies to help augment or assist in that effort. But in the end, all of our clients start out in the exact same situation. They've got positions that are not being filled. That's what we refer to as a gap. So the gap between where their headcount needs to be and where it is today. Well, obviously they still have to get their product out the door. So the only way to get that done is by paying overtime, which we all know is very expensive. They've got very high turnover, which means that they've always got new employees coming in the door, which means tremendous amount of money being spent on training, and your efficiency levels are nowhere near where they could be as a facility if you were to have a more stable labor force in place. So FX comes in and provides a solution for those for all those issues that they're facing.
So with just a few minutes left. Kind of give us a panoramic overview of the industries that you tend to have as clients and the size of those businesses.
That's the wonderful thing about our business is that, we're able to service really a lot of different industries. An example would be we have a tremendous amount of clients in the automotive industry. We have a lot of business in electronic manufacturing and repair businesses. Also, fresh cut produce, a lot of food prep industries as well. And then, of course, a lot of business in distribution.
Very good. Charles?
So, Louis, if somebody were to call you and want to investigate doing business with you, kind of walk us through what is the process like. For example, if I've got a distribution center and I need this labor force to help me with all the particulars and logistics, and let's even assume that I have a company that I work with now that does kind of sort of what you do. What is the first step, and why should I reach out to you and call you versus your competitors?
Well, the first reason why I suggest you call us versus our competitors is we are the only company in our industry with our business model. We partner with one client per given market, whereas anybody else that's using other staffing companies, those staffing companies are staffing all of the other competitors in your same marketplace. We're only coming to staff you and only you so that your interests are always our first priority in that market. That's number one. Number two, the reason why you should call us is that in 14 years of being in this business, Effects has never lost a client. We have 100% client retention. And the process by which that would go, if you were to contact us, we would come out, meet you at your facility, and we want to learn everything there is about your business. We want to learn the struggles that you're facing, what you've done in the past to try to fix those issues and address those situations, and get an all-encompassing understanding of your business so that we can come back to you for a second visit and give you a complete proposal of what your service team would look like, how we're going to solve your issues. And by the end of that second meeting, you're going to have a very clear understanding of exactly how Effect is going to solve your issues, when you can expect those issues to be resolved, and how we're going to get you from your current situation to where you need to be competitive in your marketplace.
That's very good, very good. By the way, are you in the Houston area?
Yes, we are. We're actually based out of Houston. However, we've got 31 different locations that we're managing for clients. We're across 10 different states right now.
Very good. And also, give your website one more time.
That website is effectsms.com, EFFEXMS.com.
And then, Charles, your last thought before we wrap up the segment.
I'm a big fan of Louis and his company. He does things right. He knows what he's doing and how he's doing it. A lot of companies that does what he does might say that they do what he does, but they don't come close. So if you've got a labor shortage or labor need, or just frustrated by the fact that your employees just aren't doing a good job in the labor force, give the guy a call because he really delivers value, and it's truly an investment with a rate of return on it.
Very good, gentlemen. And Cornerstone Business Academy can be reached at cornerstonebusinessacademy.com. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back tomorrow, much more for you. Do want to remind you, the show continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com. And you've been listening to The Price of Business.